I'm Dr. Brooks. I'm a professor at Virginia State University. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I also have over 15 years of experience working with children, adolescents, and adults manage big feelings that they're not able to deal with by themselves. Speaking of feelings, that's why we're here today, to talk about feelings or mental health. The Center for Disease Control says that childhood mental health has to do with meeting developmental and emotional milestones, learning appropriate social skills, and being able to deal with problems as they arise in a healthy manner. If you ask me though, I just say it has to do with feelings and our thinking and our emotions and our mood, all of which impacts our behavior. When we think about emotions, there's a lot of different emotions that we all experience. You can see the emotion tag right in front of you. Can you think of some emotions that maybe you have experienced? Oh, that's right. We can be happy, that's one emotion. Sad, that's another emotion. Angry, surprised, and the list goes on. Let's just take a moment before we go any further and let's talk about how we're feeling today, what our emotion is. But first, I'm going to count you down. So at the count of 3, I want you to scream as loud as you can the emotion that you're feeling today. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy! Yay! Great. Now that we know where we stand emotionally, let's see if we can spot the emotion of our friends on the laptop. What about this person? What type of emotion do you think she has? Yeah, she's happy. And that's the emotion that we want you to have most of the time. But realistically speaking, nobody is happy all the time. So we still have to experience some of the other emotions. What about this person? What type of emotion do you think this person's having? Oh, yeah, this person's pretty sad. And when we have sad emotions, what do you typically do? Typically, these are small emotions that you can handle by yourself. So when you're feeling sad, what are some of the things that you do? Listen to music? Play your favorite game? Draw? Talk to somebody? That's awesome. Great job. Let's see if we can spot the next emotion. What about here? What emotion do you think she's having, the one that's looking at the camera? I thought she felt a little anxious or afraid. And this is indeed an emotion we can all experience. What do you do when you're feeling anxious or afraid? Do you do some of the same things we just talked about? Okay. And then what about this one? What emotion do you think she's experiencing? She's either disgusted or she's angry. I chose angry. She seems to be pretty angry. So all of these are natural emotions that it's perfectly okay to have. So it's not what you're experiencing, it's more or less what you're doing with the emotion. So now that we're clear about the emotions, let's see if you can help me spot the emotion balloons around the room, okay? Let's see if you can help me find the happy emotion balloon. Look around, look around. Let's see. Here we go. This is the happy emotion balloon. And this is where we want you to be most of the time. What about the sad emotion balloon? Can you find that one? Look around. Here we go. This is the sad emotion balloon. And sometimes things that make this one sad has to do with friends not playing with them, not doing well in school, having problems with homework, and things of that nature. What about the surprise emotion balloon? We have a surprise emotion balloon here. Sometimes we're surprised when our teacher calls on us in class and we're not really prepared with an answer. There's one more emotion balloon I'd like for you to find. Can you find it? Do you know what the name of that emotion balloon is? Here it is. It's the angry emotion balloon. And this is one that when we get angry, it can cause us to act out and behave in an impulsive manner. And what that means is we sort of act before we think. Sometimes when we have these regular small emotions and they're working within us, we're able to handle them. But then there are other times that they can become such big emotions that it's difficult for us to manage. And when we start to develop these big emotions, then it can start to impact our mental health. We know that it's a big emotion because it starts to hurt us, hurt other people, or maybe even hurt some things. Look at the picture on the laptop there. How do you know that it's an angry emotion? Look at them. What does the big emotion seem to be, or the big feeling seem to be there? Anger. And it's causing them to hurt someone else. When we have big feelings or big emotions, it can stop us from reaching our milestones. It can change how we feel, how we see others, and even how we see the world, and it can also affect other people. Sometimes when we're having these big feelings, it might be helpful to talk to someone else. When we talk to someone else, who is it that we talk to? Oh, your teacher? Your mom? Your sister? Yeah. Or you could even talk to a therapist. And what about me? I'm a psychologist. You could even talk to me. When you're dealing with these big feelings, it's really important to talk to someone about them. I think I can hear you saying, well, what do I say? Well, you just come out with it. You just say, hey, I'm feeling funny, or I'm feeling awkward, and I need some help. How do we handle those big emotions? Let's do one quick example. When you talk to your friends, your mom, your parents, they can help you work through one. Let's use anger for an example. If someone's having big feelings of anger and wanting to hurt someone else, there's different things that from talking to people you can realize you can do. You can keep calm. You can take deep breaths. You can imagine that you're in one of your favorite places. You can relax and stretch, and you can do all types of things. And so it's beneficial when you are experiencing a big emotion to make sure that you talk to someone about it, or a big feeling, so that it doesn't get out of hand. There are some big feeling contributors, some things that cause you to have these big feelings, and it could be a change in your home life. It could be stress. It could be a loss of a friendship. It could even be someone hurting you or harming you, or making you feel unloved or unwanted. All of these things can contribute to having those big feelings, which is why it's important to talk to someone. But there are also some mental health helpers. Some of those helpers include getting good sleep. You need 9 to 11 hours of sleep a day, eating a good healthy diet, lots of fruits and vegetables. It also includes getting good exercise, having a good structured environment. So we want to take into consideration those mental health helpers. You're the best you that anyone could ever be. And that's my plug for mental health on today. All the best to you. Thank you.